like Carla, I've been here since 1984. Yeah. at, okay, at Manoa. And I think I'd echo what they both said, but I would also give my perspective. For 27 years, I was a researcher at the Cancer Research Center. In the last 3 years, I've been in the Department of Public Health as an eye faculty. And so I've seen different parts of the university through Manoa as a researcher and as an instructor. And the changes that I've seen, two things. One, and sort of the overriding issue is the corporatization of the university. And that has translated into a couple of things. One, in terms of research at Manoa, when I started, the research was important, and what you did and what you found was important. Increasingly, and I saw that trend over the years, to the point now where all they really care about is how much money do you bring in. And I have never had an administrator ask me, well, what was your biggest discovery, or what have you contributed? Yeah, exactly. Nobody cares. It's how much money you've brought in. And that brings up the second change that I've seen in terms of the emergence of the professional administrator class throughout the university. When I started 30 years ago, the distance between a faculty member and the president of the university was not that great. In fact, I used to play with JN on Al Simone's softball team. And you could talk to the senior level of the administration, even as a junior faculty. Since that time, we've had layer after layer put on the university, so that for faculty to talk to the upper levels of the university is a much more rare event. The other aspect of this is that deans and directors really came from the faculty and were responsible to the faculty. They may have been E&Ms, but they knew that they had to satisfy the faculty and their unit. Increasingly, their loyalties are to the administrator above them and not to the faculty that they should be serving. And so I think those two events, and I think they're both related to this corporatization idea, and the SLOs and all the rest of that, I think has combined to turn us into essentially prostitutes as professors. Whether it's in terms of research, how much money you bring in terms of students, how many students do you have in your class, how many are you graduating. Forget what they're learning, forget what their experience is, as long as you get them in, get them out, that's all that's the only concern. So I see those as the really big areas that have changed dramatically over the last 30 years.
When I have, at the end of every semester, I sit down with my students and ask them about the experience of the class and the experience of their education in general, and I think they sense, that they're kind of being pushed through. They know that it's not a time to linger, like I think our generation enjoyed that time to linger, that the educational experience is one about getting in and getting out. I just recently in the last few years have had students say, I'd really like to take another class in philosophy, but I've taken my class in philosophy and now I have to go take a class over here and check off this box, and I've already checked off your box, and they won't pay for it, especially the vets. They won't pay for me to take another class in philosophy where they would write.
I know that.
So, please, if you've had any similar experiences or other experiences, we're not here to talk at you. Yeah.